device. Huh. Set. AT Cardinal, let's go. Let's go now. 60 evil, 60 evil.
is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's a return from the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him home inside the 30. The Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael that he was the standard for two-third quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to it. So they're left facing third and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. And this is not going to do the job. They won't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right here on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
And made at the 35-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins in an NFL team is a young quarterback. It slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team and in victory.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They've got to get to the passer, they've got to set an edge, and they've got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Rolling into enemy territory. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. All set. This is first and 10.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
It's Benson on the give. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's all on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Throwing it on second down. He's got him out. And he gets this forward to the 19. They keep this drive moving. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Cardinals first down.
They'll run here. It's Benson. So much for finishing things on the ground. Now he is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Line of scrimmage once again. That 70-yard line as they get set. Second and goal. Work against the blitz. That's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest, but man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talking about getting a quarterback in a rhythm, right? Just feel the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. If it's 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling here in the sidelines.
That one splits the uprights, and the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. Stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens offense returning in the field for their second possession. And they haven't got their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play fake with Jackson.
The pass on 1st down. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Lamar's going to keep this one. Not going to get him an inch on the 2nd down. Good job containing that run right at the line. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Fields this at the 42. Jukes away from one. A good return as he gets across midfield. He's in the territory. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this, just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they're quiet after that opening touchdown. You see what happened? They start to murmur and not even give a few birds.
To number 89. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's just a little bit short of that 1st down. They're starting at the 33. Holding a long yard coming up.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And the Cardinals 1st down.
The give now to Benson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Benson once more. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seems bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you can feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
He brings it in. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go with Johnson. Reaching for the end zone, and he lost the football. And it looks like the defense got it. No touchdown. They recovered, and this is going to be a touchback.
Man, those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on when we recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials have overturned the call and say he was down.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They go play action on 1st down. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Jackson Jr. incomplete. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Oh, try to push it into the slant. It's intercepted. Wiggins has got it. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone. Right? But the interception keeps them even in 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First play of the drive, and he takes option left. They're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well. And that will be near.
21 yards.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
They bring Dobbs in motion left. First down throw for Jackson. He's first down bounds after picking up about 7. Second and 3 now.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Lamar now from the gun. Going quickly, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline.
Man, too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get nowhere.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Cardinals return to their offense, and this running back to the field. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far. One touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. We'll see a bit of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, we're going to try to emphasize those things he found success on the opening drive.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Dropping back to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Incomplete. Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
To the air, one third and long. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up. On now comes their punter. Return, Brian, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of second quarter, Ravens in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So keep that second and short play in your back pockets. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. Going out on first down, it's Jackson. His pass is complete. It's Zay Flowers. They make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first. New set of downs for the Sharks at the 38. First and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to keep it this time. Escapes the defender. Made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Baltimore
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. Take away the pass. Can't stop him.
No gain that time, and that will be second and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense, and now they shut down an RPO. Coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get moving.
And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And off to Benson to start the drive. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was brought down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Right side, McBride has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down, play action. He finds Brown right side. Now this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's been escorted out. Second down now, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw. Taken in by Harrison. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Line in 6. Here we go, first down.
15 yards on the play.
Inside give to Benson. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard. One play, play, and get together. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority can do some damage.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Third and long for him here. He's caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. A gain
I know
of
the
15.
combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that income and make the catch.
That's a nice quick correction for his first run. Give up the big play and then bring it back to the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down, pass play coming. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long. Air it out on third. Right in, right side. We will not score. That does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Cardinals first down. First and goal, Arizona.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Cardinals take a So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't want to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll start this series with an option left. Starts out this down with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Well, that run may not bring with the change. Cage is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
QB keeping it here, the second down option. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
No gain on
Man, it is tough to fool this defense, with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. He's going to go down. Cardinals got to it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that whole line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. That time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no an answer for that defensive pressure.
Kicks away from one.
The Cardinals take
The
over.
Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense.
46-yard
They
line.
really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll begin this drive for Benson. He continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Setting up to throw. Hits it through the middle. And they're going to be set just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down, and all is said and done.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
To a nice route and catch to move in the chain. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Benson, 1st and 10. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these linebackers are so impressive these days, bro. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position play today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Throw, 3rd and long. Looking slant, not complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Arizona.
Back gets the handoff. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the one. Benson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Run with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now will they challenge them again on fourth and goal?
Brings up fourth and goal.
Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. High percentage look from here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Clock's still running as the Ravens try to hurry everyone up. First down. Here's Lamar. Let's say Andrews outright. And they're going to get to him after a gain of extra 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
the gun. Here's Jackson. Right side, and Dawson's it. He's tackled at the good list of the opposing 46. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's good.
The first down, Jackson. Bring it to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. In a good spot here, second and inches. Jackson keeping himself. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them on the 31. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He had it wrong, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, as they try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. As this at the 6. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. He'll throw off the head fake. Hits him on the out route. Drives him out as he reaches the 45. So new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Throwing off the play fake.
to this defense who snaps and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get a point inside.
Short thrust for outs. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Here he goes, third and long. And they get Jones. Jones makes something happen. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That right there, that is a small step toward a big objective, and that's overcoming a 2-score deficit in the second half. Fortunately, well, this game isn't close to being out of hand yet. We got to learn that lesson in the NFL. Anything can happen. There's still plenty of time to get that lead back, especially they keep making impact plays like that one on third down.
These are the Ravens making their way out now. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know we're calling these NFL games. That sense of urgency can be replaced with football panic and a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball, and more importantly, score some points.
Baltimore, first down.
Setting him on the dime. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to make it across midfield. It's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
At the 47-yard line.
Another carry forward. Solid 4-yard gain there. Now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He's across midfield.
You know, these are kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Andrew McCool makes the play. And the Cardinals will take over on the midfield strike back to interception and return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Well, just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Now going to throw it to the gun. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. Still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that. What would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And hopefully they're going to wake up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
It's a game
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a throw. He's got McBride complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Give up the gun to Vincent. And hopefully they're going to wake up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Now hold on a second. We've got a Raven pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at it. First down run, now's in 5, now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the line.
To number 84.
Jets with the chase here on 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw here. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of 22. And that gives them 1st and goal.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked on after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
With Johnson. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground. run as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Right down the middle. The Cardinals take a 3-possession lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. There's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now Jackson off the play action. Looking this fullback now. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
This is for OTA. Running to a ball that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now it's Lamar. Dumps it off to his running back. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on the screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Dumped off to his running back. Defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
To number 30.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Jump off, caught on his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to number 30.
Down, they need 7.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Has his man, it stops. Gets it to the 15. He does it, touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens taking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Luke takes on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Cardinals 24. Ravens 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. First down, play action. No place to go. Ravens taken down. The drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the gun, Johnson. Sees the defender. This one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Now hang on, we do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. throwing now on 32. Right beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Right side, pulled in by Harrison. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10.
Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. Dodges the tackle. Marvin gain up a handful there. Tackled on the play by Marvin Humphrey. First down line, getting 6. Now it is second and 4. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
He was taken down behind the
Like a drive they've had, Brock. They're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
They're throwing it. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Pass play now. Trouble now, and the ball is out. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. He's going to throw it. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Johnson up the middle. That's a solid running here as he gets 8 yards there into the red zone. 8 yards to pick up there as we've reached the end of our 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Prime Time. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. On the ground again with Johnson. And that short gain is enough for a reset.
Okay, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down.
They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson again. Wow, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Before the snaps of early movement, let's see which side gets tackled guilty.
Defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Running it after the penalty. They scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. The Cardinals take a 3-possession lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, this is ETN. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's the backup. First throw. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Has it downfield near the boundary. This is going to take a little bit of cross midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 30.
3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field, and it's going this drive.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He splits down inside the 35-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Baltimore.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning enough push, enough drive to get this one going.
Like the drive they've had, Brock. They're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Look to throw. Puts him in on there deep down the left. He's going to show a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get it with 2 possessions. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more to the quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast, and it really is instinct on both sides.
Ravens 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. Stopped on the run down to the 27. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Again with the run by Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. They shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. They could really use a good one here. This fair catch right along the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. It's a sack on the first play.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains. You see how disruptive it is for this offense.
They're all over that screen, but didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 20.
That's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That fellow was waiting for that one to make a play, and it knocked it away. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Desperation time here. Has a man on target to Johnson. He's taken down, but Opportunity gets this one to 41. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on four.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to take it away. And against really long odds, you came up with a big-time catch. I talked to a bunch of different GMs. Kate said halftime, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got playing a full yet. That explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down. That's just good.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Intended for
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And they don't get the catch they need there. That game was forced from. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate says, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback? Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct to come to life.
6-yard line.
Play fake now, release the throw. It's the fifth time they've got that person in this one. They're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they win with 3rd down. Here we go, just 3rd and long. For big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to that 32-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 32. Going with Johnson here. Inside the 30.
He was taken down.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way. With no way to stop this clock. After a quality ending on the last play, just really need to fall forward here and pick up that first down. And off on second and short. He's brought down after a great gain. He's going to set up first and goal.
That's good for our Cardinals. First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Cardinals with a 10-point advantage. Still lined up in the 6. Here's second and goal. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Cardinals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his second rushing score in this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this second half.
Well, we know because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
Right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 3-possession lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, this is ETN. Takes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore under its offense out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. This is Cox. That's Walker. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now under the shotgun. He's getting close, and they take him down. And they brought that in a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's now second and 19
To throw now.
at the 47-yard line.
He pushed deep downfield. Had the winner go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now third and 19.
I'll throw it. He's going for it himself. He's going to go down the right on the midfield strike. Close to the hurry up here.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on board now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession. As the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Lewis on the design run. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Cardinals get to flying home as winners on the road. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for week 1.
All right. Well, we got a win there. Final preseason of the game. Run stop. Want that block shedding and stuff a little bit better. Tackle and stuff. He's a superstar. All right, we're going to get to cut week. We got a new injury here. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Torn pectoral, 31 to 37 weeks. All right, well, he's got to go on IR. That's just too bad. He went down to 4 to 8 weeks. Look at that. All right. Let's go to our bye week and cut down our roster. Well, that means that guard is going to be starting now. That young guard leveled up. Field general, 4+ sacks in a game. It got downgraded. Patch of Blist is upgraded. Red zone pleat sheet mastered. Big back. Alright. We got 10K. Let's see here. Position battles. Oh. Uh-oh. Here comes Caleb Johnson. He's going to want to know if he got the starting job. He said to sync up this week, so here I am. I am getting named starter or what? More is needed. Yep, we still need more. I was hoping for something better, but at least it's not a no. See, told you. I'll take on any challenge. What did you have in mind? Split first team reps in practice, and you'll also be getting some extra snaps in game. State your case by performing when it really matters. I said I'm ready from day one. No doubts I'll prove that. All right, Caleb Johnson. I'll make this an easy call once I have the fans chanting my name. Thanks, coach. Well, then. All right. We know QB. This dude is going to the practice squad. We know running back. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's staying. Wide receiver. Womack's going to the practice squad. He stays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got 6. Jimmy Parrish, Guerrero. Guerrero made a hell of a case. He's staying. And Parrish is signed to a long-term deal. Palmer has been making a case from day one. So. Oh, he's a star. All right. Maybe we should put him at the number 2. We need to develop him into the number 2, and he can be the slot. All right, so there we got our 6. Tight ends. 1, 2, 3. We're going to stay there for now. Left tackle, stay in there. Left guard. He's it. Center. Yep, we got both these guys. Right guard. Ooh. He may have to He's going to have to move to left guard, I think. Yeah, Iglesias going to have to move to left guard. So we're going to move him to left guard. Because we need 2 left guards. Because he's not going to be wearing 51 anymore. He can wear number 67. All right. I'm very excited about this season. We got to get some things worked out. The offensive line is going to be a little bit rough, I think, at first. But all right, so now we got left guard, 70 and 70. These guys are very close. Very close, so we're going to keep developing Chambers. But that gets him a roster spot now that we've gotten that guy got hurt. So then right tackle, Christian Jones. Yeah. Okay, we're still at 8 players we got to cut. We get those guys. Now, here's the deal. You're going to get moved to the practice squad. Just because we need room and we've got investments. Yeah, because we have investments. Same thing with the defensive tackles. We got 5. It says we have plenty of depth there. No, we don't. The way we're running it is. Yeah, these guys are all going. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going. He's going to the practice squad. Elijah Jones is going. And let's see, he's a hidden dev. We're gonna go. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna trade him. We're gonna trade him and keep the other young kid, the hidden dev kid. Let's see. We're gonna trade him away. Get a 5th, 6th round pick for him, hopefully. No, somebody needs a corner. Somebody needs a corner. You do. You need a corner. And you're going to give me a 4th round pick for him. Because you want to. 5th round pick? You know you want him. Okay, so it's a 4th round pick next year then. 2029. A 5th round pick in 2029? I'm I'm getting a 4th or 5th round pick out of these guys. 5th round pick in 2030. There we go. See, told you. All right. There we go. We got him to develop. Same thing here. Crawford moves him to the practice squad, and he stays. Only problem is he can't be number 21 because that's going to the young corner. He's going to have to be a different number than number 21. That's going to that new superstar corner that's wearing 22 right now. You can wear number 26. There you go. That's a good safety number. It fits you well, too. All right. We got 2 players left. And I know what it's going to be. It's going to be Tipman. He's going. Unfortunately, Colin Franklin is going to have to be the odd man out here to develop. No, he needs to develop because that dude's not, it's not. Oh, here we go. Mike Stanton. That's what it is. Running backs. The running backs. Chambers or Stanton. Break tackle is 73. He really made a case for himself, though, so he's going to the practice squad because he's a 70. Is that 2? That's 2. There we go. All right, that'll do it for this episode. And we will get back to you next episode. I am going to do the formation subs so you guys don't have to go through that boring stuff. And then I'm going to advance the week. And then we will see the scenarios and everything next episode. So thanks for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And help the channel get towards that goal of 500 subscribers. Also, don't forget to smash that like button as it helps get the video out there to as many people as possible on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, you're watching SFBN, and I'm Mad Dad. Peace out. Much love.